Welcome back to the Millionaire in the Making podcast episode. I don't even know anymore.
It's like 5.
Yeah, 5. My name is Gage.
Justin.
And we got a special one planned for you guys tonight. We're going to dive into a burning question that I'm sure a lot of people have asked themselves at one point in time. Let me look at the whiteboard and read it real quick.
What would you do if you were broke, lonely, and depressed? 80% of men out there are going to relate to this one.
Maybe
Probably
more.
Probably more.
Probably everybody at one point in their life.
At one point in their life, but right now it's got to be 80% of men are feeling lonely, depressed, and broke. One of them, two of them.
That's a hell of a question. Let me kick it to you first. What would you do? What's the first thing you would do if you were broke, lonely, and depressed?
So I had that feeling like not as bad about 2 months ago, so I was there. What would I do? It's
a hell of a question.
That is a hell of a question. That's like those questions that people ask these influencers, multimillionaires, business gurus. It's like, what would you do if you went broke?
It's the back against the wall question.
Yeah, but let's take it a step further. You're not just broke, but you're alone. You have nobody. Like, you have no friends, no family, nothing.
That's a big part of the equation is friends. Friends can help you out a lot.
Yeah, because a lot of these millionaires are like, oh, I'm broke. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go work for my buddy's company, and I'll do some high-ticket sales. I'll be bounced back in like 5 years. Let's take away that option. So what would I do if I just went completely broke, hit the reset button in life? I didn't have my circle. I didn't have my health. I didn't have, it was almost like I had my brain, but everything else just got reset. All my stats just went back down to 0. Let me think on that one for a second. So, I believe you got to build your foundation with health first. You got to get your body in check. You got to be strong, in shape, because if you're out of shape and you're not fulfilling yourself physically, you're gonna be mentally fatigued. You know, if you can't control your calories going in and out, you can't control your bank account. If you're not strong enough to defend yourself, I just feel like you're not at a good position in life. So the first thing I would do is I get my health in check. I'd join a gym. I'd start just banging out push-ups every day. I'd start eating right. I've got the body type where I got to eat 6 meals a day to gain weight minimum.
Same
Full,
here.
I got to just pack on the calories. I mean, carbs are my best friend.
Blessing and a curse, isn't it?
Blessing and a curse, because if I want to put on weight, my full-time job is just eating. I would get my health right, because nobody's going to take me seriously if I don't have a powerful presence. It was something I found out the hard way in life. I used to be very, very skinny. I still am, but I used to be like 130, 140 pounds. I'm sitting at like 185 now. Nobody took me seriously. I had to really convince and sell people to even be associated with me. I would get in shape first, grinding in the gym, sharpening my sword. The next thing I would do is I would focus on a social circle. I would say I need to find people that are making moves. I would be going to as many I would Google networking events near me, B&I groups, Piggin groups. It's not a Facebook. It's a real estate investment group. Professional Investors Guild, I think, is the acronym for that. Okay, there's so many different groups. I mean, type in just, local business groups near me. Get plugged in. I wouldn't be going to bars. Might be going to clubs.
Really? Why?
If I'm dead broke, I'd be going to the VIP sections. Whoever's ordering the bottles, I'd find a way to get friends with them. The people ordering the bottles are making moves. They're celebrating. I got to figure out a way to get in there.
So you're really heavily valuing making connections first.
Yes.
One of your first two things, you're going to make connections.
Yeah, because if I go get just a regular job anywhere, you're going to be associating with people that are like, if I'm dead broke, I'm going to probably Walmart, McDonald's. Like, I'm getting a job quick. Like, I need something like now. I'm working construction. Like, I'm doing something that's going to pay me right now. Everyone I'm working with is making $15 an hour. That's the level I'm going to be at. They're not going to be having the conversations I need to get ahead. I need to be going places where wealthy people hang out. If you're by the beach, yacht clubs, anywhere where there's boats. If you're in a city, clubs, car meets, somewhere where just higher value people, net worth wise, hang out. Gyms is an excellent place. You know, you got the guy who is outside and he's got the Porsche. Maybe go ask to hit a set with him, talk with him. You know, just do your research, just read people. You can tell when somebody has money or not in life. Like the guy walks in with, you know, cognac shoes. He's got a, you know, Rolex on, you know, hopping out of a Porsche. You know,
Yeah,
it's probably the guy you want to be talking to majority of the time. And, you know, just don't be, you know, pushy with it. Just be genuinely a friendly person. Don't be just creepy. He'll probably, you know, as long as it's gym related, spend time with you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So finding higher quality people and just introducing myself every day and just saying, hey, what can I do to help? I'm new to the city. I'm just networking right now. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that. You'd be surprised how many actual connections you make. At that point, when you know maybe 2 or 3 people, you then say, hey, look, would you be interested in maybe doing a weekly coffee to each one of them? Or say, hey, would you like to, let you guys take your cars out. I'll film for you. And we'll make some videos from it. But you just try to connect these wealthy people and say, look, I've got 2 or 3 guys that you might be friends with. Would you guys want to meet once a week? Maybe just shoot the shit, grab a drink, coffee, cigars. Cigars are big. At that point, your new job is to just find wealthy people like that.
So you're just the connector? What's the play here?
You are the connector. That's going to come, okay? So you're in shape. You're connecting all these wealthy people. And, you know, they probably can tell you don't have that much value, but they're like, this guy's connected me to 3 other millionaires. Okay, I'm going to keep him around. He's taking videos of everything that I do. You say, look, let me manage your social media. Skills that you can just YouTube. Like, you need to be building skills that don't cost you money. You know, your health doesn't really, you know, the food costs you money, but getting in the gym, working out, doing push-ups, pull-ups, doesn't really cost you that much money. YouTube, it's free. It's free. YouTube, how to manage social media, how to take high-quality videos, how to edit.
So just basically being of service to these.
Of service, like high-value skills. Like knowing how to edit videos is such a high-value skill that people in their 30s, 40s don't know how to do most of the time.
It really is. And I can guarantee you that 75% of the people watching this coming from TikTok, Instagram, wherever they're coming from, know how to edit a video.
Yeah. And, you know, honestly, CapCut, TikTok does it for you now.
Cheat codes.
You know, you literally can just walk up to any of these millionaires and say, hey, what if I take a badass video of your car and then, you know, piece together some trending music, you know, put some smoke effects on it, you know, get a video of him walking out of it and just say, look, why don't I take 1 or 2 of these videos a week? I'll get a video of you talking about your life. I'm going to do this all for free. All you got to do is just throw me a bone every now and then. Be like, hey, look, here's a couple of guys I can introduce you to. I want you to help me get to the next level. I promise you I'm not going to be a problem. I'm going to add as much value as humanly possible. I will not waste your time. And you just show them, look, these are the videos I can take of your life. It might be able to help. You might not be pushing social media. What if I can get you to 100K and start bringing in more income, get you some notoriety, get you into some doors? That's a conversation a lot of millionaires would say, how much is it going to cost me? And you're going to say, free. It's hard to turn that one down. You're just adding so much value to everybody's life around you. Now, at that point, you can buy a camera eventually. You can tell him, hey, look, here's the videos that I could take with a camera. Here's the Amazon list. It's going to cost you $2,500, $1,500. Now you've got equipment. Now you can start going to other people and doing the exact. Just keep doing that over and over again.
While also building your network.
Also building your network. That's the important part. I don't know that many other things you can do for a millionaire when you're dead broke, besides taking their iPhone and shooting a video of their car after you just spent a night on YouTube, week on YouTube that says how to take a badass video of a car. Copy someone else's video. This is a game right there. This is a game.
I've never heard that one before.
This is a game.
I
Okay.
mean, I wouldn't think that most people would care.
This is the top. This is off the top of my head.
Most older millionaires, you think they're going to care about?
Oh hell yeah! You say, look, these are. You pull up a TikTok thing. It's like, look, this is some other millionaire. He's killing it right now. You know, he's probably got some kid just like me pitching the same idea. It's going to cost you nothing, and you got a badass car. Let's highlight it. And you never know what opportunity this is going to open for you, what door this is going to open. So at that point, let's say you're doing that for 3 or 4 guys. And at that point, you say, look, here's what I've been doing. Refer me out to 2 or 3 of your friends. I'm going to start charging them. I'm going to do it for free for you because you're my boy now. We're friends. At that point, you're friends. You're smoking cigars. You're working out together. This is your friend that you're adding value to their life. Okay? He's got your back. You got his back. He sees potential in you. Then you say, look, You think any of your friends would benefit from this? Now you've got 4 people. Let's say you got 4 millionaires you're doing this for. They all introduce you to 3 people.
Now you got a business.
You got 12 clients now on the outside. Now
Yeah.
you've got 16 millionaires in your network, and you're taking all these videos of these badass cars. Where do you think these people are taking these videos of these badass cars at? At their badass house, with their badass friends. You know, you're building a network, and then you can do all this in 3 to 4 months, if not sooner. Okay. Adding value. Now, this could be anything from detailing their cars, taking video. I just think videoing their cars. It's free. It puffs up their ego. It's great for their portfolio. These are free things that you can do.
You hear that all the time. You hear everybody say add value. Find a way to add value. That's your in. That is your in. If by any means necessary, if you can find a way to add value to somebody that's more elevated in life than you, that's your in. It just sounds so cliche.
Yeah, but it's true. But like, these are things that would work on me. Like if some 18-year-old kid walked up to me and said, I'm gonna take a video of your car every week. I just want you to introduce me to, a couple of millionaires and say, do this for you. I'd say, fuck yeah, it's free. It's affordable. Hell yeah. Free content.
But you're a bit younger and a bit more plugged in. You think the 50-year-old millionaires, I mean, I'm sure.
They pay attention.
Think so?
Yeah, they definitely pay attention. They know that their competition is on TikTok. They know their competition is on YouTube. They know their competition is on Instagram. You can lead with that and say, look, you pull up a video of another guy in the city with a badass car, say, this is your competition right here.
Okay.
Competition anxiety at that point. But I mean, at the end of the day, how many guys are going to turn down free videos of their car?
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, would you turn down a video if some kid walked up to you and said, I'm going to take a badass video of your car? Are you going to say no?
I mean, if I spent $200,000 on a car, then I probably wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I mean, shit. And that's easy free game. So at this point, let's say hypothetically, you get 4 millionaires that you've talked to. Maybe they're worth $500K. Okay, they got a badass car. They're nice. They're 6 figures at least, preferably millionaires. They've introduced you to 3 people each. Now you got a network of 16 people. At this point, you say, look, I've connected these 4 millionaires. Why don't I connect all 16 of them now? Now we got a group. And at that point, you just tell everybody, look, here's what I'm doing. I'm connecting every one of you guys. I'm broke as shit. I might be worth $10,000 right now. I'm worth $5,000. But I'm going to keep connecting you guys. I'm going to keep taking videos of y'all's cars. You might be getting paid $500 a month from each of them just to take badass videos of their car and manage their social media. But I mean, 500 times 16, I mean, 12 at least. That adds up. But you just tell them, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm building a network of high-value individuals. We can start going on apartment complexes. We can start going in on businesses. Let's start buying up the city. You got 16 people who are each maybe worth $1 million each, $500,000 each. You got some money to throw around now. And you just tell them, look, how's about this? I bring you a real estate deal. I'm going to get it under contract for you. You're going to help me fund it. And all I want is 5% of the equity. I'm going to get it way under market value. And then at that point, you're going to be scratching your head like, how the hell do I buy real estate? You just go find you a real estate guy at this point. You find somebody who's killing it in real estate. You can just get on YouTube or Facebook, Google, type in real estate agents near you. Start asking real estate agents, who's your number one client for apartments? You get a network here. You find this guy who's buying apartments and you say, look, I've got 15, 16 guys over here. This is how much they're worth. I get 5%. This is funding for you. I'm going to bring you, all this funding. You just find the deal. You start having a couple of conversations like that, you got a network now. You're making moves. They buy one apartment complex, you get 5% just for connecting the whole deal. And this is a deal I would take all day. If somebody brought me a hell of a deal, equity, funding, I'd give them 5%. Be like, hell yeah, you just did 99% of the work for me. Hell yeah. Do it again.
Yeah. You literally just broke down the statement, your network is your net worth. You literally just broke that down for the viewers. So hopefully you guys appreciated everything he just said, but he literally just broke down the one statement you hear the most from more established people.
And this is things this isn't just a fallacy. This is something you can literally do right now with feasible. An iPhone, YouTube, and a gym membership.
I mean, in this day and age, that may be one of the most feasible things to do because anybody can download an app and edit. Anybody has a phone. The phone's cameras are good enough to do work without having to buy a camera first off. I mean, everything he said was feasible. Everything he said, I believe that I could genuinely go do within the next year.
I mean, it might take some trial and error. Don't give up. You're going to have a couple people tell you no, and don't let it hurt your feelings because your pitch is going to be just god awful the first couple of times. Do it 10, 15, 20 times. You're going to land one. If you can't land one after 10, 15, 20 times, you just might not be helpable.
And I mean, it doesn't even have to be the same phone video idea. It just has to be some kind of form of value, as long as you add value in some
Doing
aspect.
it to their business too. Now here's where I said the car for a reason. Because if you go on somebody's business and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take a couple videos, I'm gonna do some social media marketing for you," there's 100 people that have asked them that same question that year.
So do something a little more personal.
How many other people say, "Let me take a video of your car, put it on social media, maybe do some promo stuff for you as an individual"? How many people do that?
I think there is, in general, I think there's a large market for promoting people's personal brand. So right now, if you're a young kid who has any kind of skills or you're anywhere near savvy on social media, if you go pitch these people, like if I saw Justin posting his videos like he's posting on here, like speaking about Airbnb, real estate, or stuff like this, and it was shit, and you guys know when it looks like shit or when it doesn't. Like this is going to look great, but you know the guy that's sitting there filming with his iPhone and there's no captions, there's no nothing. You 12, 13, 14-year-olds who know how to edit, know how to utilize TikTok and stuff, DM those guys, pitch them, make them a couple videos, and then say, hey, when the video hits 1 million views, I want $1,000. Just simple stuff like that. But
hell of a deal.
Yeah. If you could get 1 million views organically, would you pay the kid 500, 100?
Oh, yeah. I'll give you $1,000 easy for that.
Yeah, that's stuff that is totally feasible for you 12, 13, 14-year-olds to do on social media today. I know probably 20 kids that do it, and they're less than 20 years old making pretty good money. You're literally scrolling on TikTok all day long. Why not just DM a couple people?
Do you go to their profile, find a video they took that you know is shit, add some captions to it, run it through, CapCut, put a couple filters on it, enhance the quality of the video. Take something that they've already posted and say, here's what I could do to help make your videos look a little bit better. Imagine what I can do if I actually had the source file and I actually could be the one filming it, hitting the angles. I mean, you're just pitching shit at this point.
100%. You could build. I literally almost did this like 6 months ago. I was about to. It's so freaking easy, but I'm not interested in editing videos full time. But for those of you who are, it's so easy to do.
I don't know that many people that are doing personal brand agencies like that.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of like bigger people doing that, but they're targeting big people. You're just targeting local millionaires. Okay, they're getting pitched left and right on everything except this probably. And how many people are just telling them, "Hey, let me take a video of your car, of your house"?
I mean, think about if I was gonna scroll through TikTok and I saw Justin, I could hit up Justin and say, I mean, I obviously know Justin and I know he's not gonna want to sell a course, but 80% of these other millionaires wouldn't mind selling a course. Mm-hmm. So I could come to you and be like, hey, man, if we post these videos like this, and this about Airbnb, we can sell a course and I want 20% off the back end. Just stuff like that.
That's easy. How do you say no to that?
Yeah, you don't. Half these millionaires, probably over half, would not mind selling a course. And they have the knowledge to sell a course and probably sell a damn good one at that. All you got to do is edit the videos.
Package it.
And they may not even be thinking about it. So
this is some game right here.
This really is. I did a lot of research into this, and I think it's a very good business opportunity for young individuals without any cash. You don't have to spend a thing. It's literally just time. And what do young people have? You're scrolling on TikTok anyways.
Almost every person in America has an iPhone right now.
Probably, yeah. You know they do.
Or an Android. And if you don't have one, then, borrow somebody else's.
And almost everyone in America is scrolling on social media. So you're scrolling anyways, might as well monetize it in some way, shape, or form.
I want somebody watching this video right now who takes that to hit me up in 6 months and say, here's the videos I've done. Here's the millionaires I've connected. I really think that's one of the best ideas I ever just had right there. From dead scratch. You can't get into real estate being broke easily. Like real estate, it takes a lot of money to do real estate, or a lot of time, or a lot of knowledge.
That just goes to show the creativity that it takes. Because I mean, we talked about. I mean, obviously we planned what we're going to talk about on this podcast. We talked about what we were going to talk about, and he literally just threw a curveball. And I guess that just came off the top of your head right there.
That was on top of my head right there. Yeah, that was something that just took me. Like, if I was dead broke, what would I do? Put my head down, breathe. I was like, okay, dead broke. I have no money. I have no friends. I'm out of shape. How do I do that? I'm in the gym. Where do I find high value people? In a club or in, weight room, car meet. How do I just get around these people, and how do I pitch value to them with absolutely nothing? I mean, imagine I got a phone at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure you could come up, if you put your head down and thought again, I'm sure you could come up with 10 other different paths that you could take that kind of similarly lead you to the same thing of building a network.
I mean, that was just the dead broke one where I'm like, how do I do this in the least amount of time, with the least amount of effort, and the least amount of resistance? And it's going to be, how do I not get told no as easily? Selling real estate, I'm going to get told no a lot. Selling yachts, I'm going to get told no a lot. Social media management, I'm going to get told no a lot. Who's going to tell me no to take a video of their car?
Especially if it's free.
especially if it's free.
Even if
Who's
it's-
gonna
even if
tell me
it's-
no?
yeah,
I'm trying to
even if
think of an
it's shit.
excuse right now, but other than I've got an appointment, I got to go get my number, and we'll do it later. Or some just dude who's just a complete a-hole who's just gonna be angry at the world, and then at that point, then you can't do anything with him.
You heard it here first, guys. People are going to be flocking to take videos of your car.
I mean, yeah, you know what? If you're from my city, don't offer this. But I mean, I'm gonna automatically tell you no just for that. But I mean,
God.
if you're in another city, try that idea.
All right, guys. Do not come up to Justin and ask about his car. But let's get back to
I've
it.
already got video people for that.
We got health,
Okay.
network, social circle, and then monetizing.
That just monetized it. If you can, ask them, never pitch your first people, keep doing it for free for them. But when you say, hey, can you refer me 2 or 3 friends that you think would like this and take videos of their car, charge $500 a pop. That's your monetization right there. You get 10 people paying you $500 a month. That's $5,000 right there. That's not a lot of overhead either, except your initial iPhone. You can do all this from an iPhone, and you can finance that for $40 a month, $50 a month right now.
Yep,
Your cell phone plan's $100 a month.
In this day and age, if it's not a service-based business from the jump, it's going to be damn hard to make it happen with no money.
Game. Now, give me an hour to think of what I would do if I was really broke. I just did that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure we could come up with some elaborate creative plan.
I will say, once I started watching the Hustler University clips, it changed the way that I thought about being dead broke starting and how to run a business. I'm in real estate where it takes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to even make moves. Starting a business, though, where it's like, oh, let's dump $50K, $100K into starting a business. No, let's dump a couple of thousand into it, get the cash flow going, and then let's dump, 50 to 100 grand into it. And you see, with real estate, I know how much money I'm going to make from day one. Starting a business, it's hard to know how much.
It's a whole nother ballgame. Yeah, that's the whole dilemma I've been in for the past few years. I've been in the dilemma of I don't have any cash. I've got to start a damn business. What am I going to do? And I've just cycled through so many different service-based businesses that have zero cash up front to start. And it's a bitch. It's tough. But once you figure it out, it comes to fruition pretty nicely because you're not in debt, which is a pretty big deal in business.
So let's curve that, and maybe somebody's not really tech savvy. They just can't take videos and pictures of cars. Let's say another one that's big is Airbnb management. You can get on YouTube and learn how to manage Airbnbs from the back end in less than a week.
Yeah, and then offer that to people online.
You can get on either Facebook Marketplace or Zillow and find long-term rentals by owner. Call them and say, you want $1,000 a month. What if I can get you $2,000 a month? Would you split $500 with me? And I'll manage the Airbnb. It's $500 a month you're making. They're making an extra $500 a month. And you tell them, hey, look, there's an insurance policy with guests. They're not going to wreck your house. It's going to cost you money to furnish it if it's not already furnished. That's your upfront cost, but you'll make an extra $500 a month off your $1,000. It's $1,500 a month. It's an extra, 50%? You do that for 5 or 6 people. Could have a solid side hustle. And I can run an Airbnb business in, like I said, less than 20 minutes a day.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too crazy.
I mean, you're around me. I'm running a 6-figure Airbnb business. I'm doing 9 Airbnbs right now. Yeah. I'll have 11 in 2 weeks.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
No.
Can't tell.
I can hire a VA and have everything taken care of. And I mean, I've got my, new employee looking at the messages. I've got my cleaning guy looking at the messages. I can step off right now if I want. I just enjoy looking at the messages, seeing what I can improve.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess it'll probably ramp up a little bit when summertime hits or peak season.
I mean, so here's the part about that. It's really not going to ramp up except for the prices. I have people coming in and out right now. It's just the prices are low. Yeah, I'm between a 70 to 80% occupancy right now. Anything over 70%, you're making money like a good little bit. Anything under 70%, it starts getting kind of sketchy. But during the winter, you're cutting your prices by 20%, 30%, 40%, sometimes 50%. So I've still got the same amount of people coming in and out. It's the same amount of work. It's just I'm getting paid less.
Yeah.
But I'm getting paid more than long-term rentals. It's just when summer comes, I'm going to have higher bookings, but it's the same amount of work.
So you got 6 months, probably
spring break,
4 to 6 months
break,
where you just rake here versus.
Yeah, I mean during the winter months, I get longer bookings. I've had a couple of bookings that are like 20, 30, 40, 60 days right now. And that does take off some of the work.
Yeah.
But during the summer, there will be more of, I guess, a turnover, but it's just slight. But it's going to be, the amount's going to be higher because people are going to be bidding for the same properties.
Yeah, I
but
got you.
for about 3 or 4 months, I'm going to be caking.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I had 5 properties that were doing $30K a month, just about. When I have 11 and a 5-bedroom instead of 2 bedrooms, I'll be pulling in 50, 60K a month, I'm projecting.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, guys, we live near the beach, just to give you guys a little bit of context. But let's reel it back into the question to kind of end this out, keep this episode pretty short. Let's take away, like, dead broke, and let's go below dead broke. Like, let's say you need money to survive.
College debt.
Let's say, like, you need money to survive. Like, you have to get a damn job. What would you say? I mean, personally, I would recommend not working an hourly job. It's something that's tip-based or commission-based job. So you have no ceiling cap, basically. It's not like you're going to go to work and you're going to work 8 hours and you're going to make $150 that day. Something where you can make tip-based, maybe walk out with $400 that day, or maybe a commission job where you can make $1,000 that day by selling something. That would be my recommendation for starting dead broke.
Yeah, in this area, I'd be a deckhand.
Deckhand. Yeah, that's a luxury that we have just living on the coast.
A lot of rich people as a deckhand.
What is that? They probably pull in $1,000 a day with tips and all of that.
I mean, $400 a day minimum.
Yeah.
And you're around a bunch of guys that are fishing big boats.
Let's talk.
This is when you have the boat and the film conversation. Now you're at a whole different level of boats and filming now.
Well, let's reel it in to just general public anywhere in the world, dead broke. It's got to be a tip-based job to start. Just to start off.
Or selling cars, maybe. You're
tip or commission. It's got to be sales.
Tip or commissions. I mean, I personally would try to sell cars because I would try to just be around people that are buying higher priced cars and just trying to make as many friends as possible. Like, I might be a server at a higher end restaurant. I'd be like a bartender at a higher end place if possible. I would be fighting tooth and nail for that.
Is this registering in your brain, guys? Like, everything he says leads back to network. He just wants to be surrounded by
rich people.
Everything he says, every sentence that I've gotten picked up on the last 25 minutes of us talking has led back to that.
There's a reason why wealthy people are wealthy, and it's not just because they rob, cheat, and steal, and daddy gave them a lot of money. It means they are smarter than the crowd, faster than the crowd, and more efficient than the crowd. So I want to be surrounded by those people, because it makes the world of a difference. I mean, you could definitely get rich by yourself. You could be strong, independent, don't need no friends. Or you could have a strong circle. Strong, smart, efficient. And you're going to get there so much quicker. Your time is so valuable. That's why I just do not associate with low-value people anymore. And that doesn't mean money. That just means low-value thoughts, low vibration. They're not going anywhere in life except for the wrong way, best case scenario. Just don't want to associate with those people. Ever since I started just avoiding those people, not trying to fix those people, but avoid them, my stress levels are just so much lower. I'm not banging my head against the wall at low quality people. I am just surrounded by nothing but high quality people. And they, like I said, that does not equate to money all the time. They could be just moving. You can tell when somebody's trying to move forward in life. And those are the only people I want to surround myself with. People that want to be better than yesterday.
Noted. So, kind of end this out. What's going to bring all this together? My question would be, and I'm thinking people behind the camera are asking the same question. How, just say you're in anybody's shoes, any regular person's shoes. They're doing all right. They're making decent amount of money. They're just not surrounded by the people yet. What would be your number one way to find those people? Do you reach out like on social media or
Social
something?
media. I would just start DMing. Like, I'd be on social media, just creeping through people's profiles that, I'd find. Get on Instagram, okay, for example, and you could just type in, hashtag, whatever hashtag you want, hashtag mansion, hashtag whatever. Find somebody in your city who's got a big ass house.
Once you find one,
nice
you're
ass
in.
car. One guy, just one guy with a nice car. Like, the dude might have a Lambo, dude might have like a new C8, dude might have like, a couple Porsches, whatever. It just has to be a car that's worth more than $100,000.
And then run the car video game.
And then you DM him and run the car video game, or just say, hey, look, you don't know me. I'd love to take you out for coffee, or I'd love to join you during a workout. Or, hey, I'll tell you what, Do you own a company? I'll come help you for a day for free. I'll sweep the floors. I will mop the floors. Just give me one day of your time to pitch you something. Lead with, and if he says no, you go to that followers list, or you go to that tag profile list.
Just hit up some of his homies.
You hit up his homies at that point.
I hear you.
You know, at that point, you just, and you know, if his homies don't work, look at their homies. You just follow that trail. It's like, okay, here's a guy that lives in this city. How many people does he know?
It's a numbers game. Somebody's gonna hit.
Somebody's gonna say, yeah, cool. You know, take a video of my car, whatever.
You know, one thing that was a hurdle for me in this, I guess, on this topic was when trying to surround myself with people. Like I reached out to multiple other millionaires, and then I reached out to you. Like it's being in that spot, being in those shoes. It is scary because you don't know, because you hear the, I guess, cliche saying that just millionaires are assholes. They don't care about anybody else.
You broke people are assholes. I've met more broke assholes than I have millionaire assles.
Well, statistically, there's probably more broke
There's
people.
There's definitely a lot more
millionaires.
broke people, but I guarantee you there's a lot more bitter broke people than bitter millionaires. Statistically, you're in a room full of broke people. They're always complaining about something for a reason.
Yeah,
Victims are a lot of the times volunteers. I hate to be rude or, you know, like a stone wall with that one, but victims are usually volunteers. The guys that are like, I can't catch a break, I'm never lucky. They're just not putting themselves in a position to be lucky.
Yep.
Luck is what? Preparation meets skill.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Never heard that one.
It's like luck is just preparation meets skill, and that's when you get lucky.
Okay. Preparation meets skill. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard
You
of that
work
one.
hard enough, you're going to get luckier. You keep working, somehow you're going to get luckier. You keep posting 3 to 5 videos a day, one of them's going to blow up.
Luck's going to hit eventually. Well, dang, man. I think that basically covers everything that has to do with that question. All boils down to network, building that network. Do whatever you got to do. Health, network, then monetize that network. So anything else you want to touch on, or you want to keep this one short and sweet? We're about 32 minutes.
Okay, let's keep this one short for this one.
Yeah.
I gave out plenty of game. You guys are going to have to go back and listen to this one 2 or 3 times probably.
Yeah,
instead of going on for an hour, 30 minutes, you guys listen to it twice.
Between the two of us, we listed, 3 or 4 ideas that can legitimately work.
From being broke.
No money, no startup, no nothing. Just a little bit of ambition.
Get your ass in the gym. Get your ass just pitching people to take videos of their cars.
Figure it
Just
out.
getting around a millionaire. Figure out in your head, how do I add value to a millionaire's life? And it's either going to be time or a skill that they don't possess. And they're not perfect. They might not know how to take videos of their cars. They might not have a car detailer. Now, be careful with that one. Don't fuck up their car. But, I mean, the quickest way to a guy's ego is usually his car, his house, you know, how much he lifts. I mean, there's ways to get in under a guy's skin.
We're all dudes here. We all kind of have the same.
You know, like, guys are not that hard to really read. It's like, okay, are you a car guy, a boat guy? Are you a gym guy? Are you a sports guy? Sports guys are the easiest. You know, you see them, you know, wearing a fucking jersey with their team. You just ask them, hey, how'd you like that game? They will talk for 30, 40 minutes. I'm just not a sports guy like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mine's always been just cars, boats, you know, gym. I can relate to those easily.
Just be observant. Find your end, figure it out, and then monetize. But add value in the process. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Anything else you want to hit, or you want to end this one out?
This is one of our free game episodes.
Yeah, I think we should keep delivering these on the weekly. But in order to keep delivering these, we need questions from you guys. So the question today was, what would you do if you were broke, lonely, and depressed, starting from nothing? We answered that. We gave you guys everything you need to know. Go ahead and comment down below a couple questions for us so we can, you know, feature your comment in next episode.
Like, subscribe, share, please.
Follow us on our socials at Justin Keanu, at GageB10. We'll catch you guys in the next one.